Hello, everybody, and welcome back. If you've been in the Undertale community, then you've probably heard of Undertale AUs. It's like an alternate universe, but for Undertale. And today I'm going to be making a, um, kind of like just talking about them, I guess. If you don't know what Undertale AUs are, they're basically just like the game Undertale by Toby Fox, but changed. For instance, the game is called Undertale, but in this AU called Underfell, it changed Tale to Fell. Underfell will be the first AU that we will be talking about today. And if you don't know about any of this stuff or what like it really is, please go check out Undertale. It's a game that changed my life. So, let's get in. Underfell is like Undertale, but instead of being able to befriend everyone, they're all aggressive and mean. For instance, Toriel, instead of being like a motherly figure, she's kind of a psycho. And Papyrus, instead of being jolly, he's not that great to the point where he took Sansa's eye out. I'll be talking a bit more about that in a second. This was the original art made a long time ago. I forgot, but this is Underfell Papyrus, Underfell Sands, Underfell Toriel, Underfell Undyne, Underfell Alphys, and Underfell Asgore. As yeah, Tor- Toriel is not okay in this AU. She is very, very crazy. Underfell Toriel's fire is also purple and yellow instead of presumably red. Underfell was all the monsters are essentially malicious, more violent than in Undertale. They attack one another and don't all appreciate the fact that Frisk is befriending them. Instead of promising to protect the humans, Sans is there to kill them. Instead of a wide variety of friendly colors, most characters share the tender fashion of black, red, and gold, with red also being the color often used for battle sprites. Flowey and Mad, Sad, Dummy are pretty much the nicest characters slash only nice characters, and some of the only monsters that black, red, and or gold in their character design. Monsters weren't always this way, however. Their evil nature is caused by the downward spiral the underground got into. In this AU, Flowey is one of the only nice people in the entire thing. He remains optimistic while all the others have gone crazy since to what Undyne has done to the underground, which I will get into in a bit. But the Underfell version of Frisk is somewhat always sleepy. The shirt has been configured with. Um, and there's different shoes and pants. Also, as you could probably have already noticed, Sans and Papyrus have totally changed their look. Instead of being blue and white, well, he's still white, but instead of being blue, in Undertale, Sans is now mostly black and red. And Papyrus already had red, but he had no black, so he got a lot of black on him. This was their second design, which is very close, but Underfell Sans is a crack on his head, only one eye that glows. He has b-ball shorts, um, and the Papyrus wears a WrestleMania belt and heels for days. And in the latest, very newer official design, it reveals that he has a golden tooth, Sans. Um, and this eye glows 24/7. Well, this eye glows not at all. He has a golden chain that mostly hides under the turtleneck, the jacket for flames occasionally, and under his mitts he has four rings. And Papyrus has two scars over his eye. He has some type of armor, as the creator has mentioned, high quality latex and shredded stuff from battle, a cape from battle. Underfell Sands also smokes, as Underfell Sands stating on a smoke.png. I'm guessing that this red stuff is smoke. Anyways, there's not much more to say about this except for personalities have changed in a worse way where they are malicious and don't want to be friends. So I'm just going to go through all the designs. Antonio, Asgore, another Asgore, Shara and Azriel, better Char and Azriel, um, the God of Hyperdeath, but Underfell version. Naps the Blook actually looks scarier now. Muffet, another Muffet, Mew Mew, Grillby, Burger Pants, the Nice Cream Guy. Gaster is in it, but he didn't really change. But this version of Gaster was you'll see a lot of Gasters throughout the AU community that look a lot like this. Is Wingdings, by the way, that look a lot like this. Those are the Gaster Blasters, Temmie, the Omega Flowey, and then they made some kind of like secret bot. I don't think this is official, but there's the river person, and yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some trivia down here actually if you want to pause and read that. But yeah, that's really all there is to say for Underfell. Our next AU that we're going to be going over is Underswap. Underswap is an AU where many characters' roles are swapped as well as their personalities, though some quirks tend to stick in places or are modified. Sans is an excitable, confident, extremely optimistic human hunter, while Papyrus is the laid-back protective bro following Chara, who is swapped with Frisk. The plot of Underswap revolves around each character from Undertale being swapped with other characters such as Sans and Papyrus' personalities being swapped, although they keep the same names. So what you consider Sans to be as a character is how Papyrus is, for example. Basically, yeah. It's like if Undertale characters were swapped around. So this would be Papyrus and Sans swapped, Alphys and Undine swapped, Naps the Blook and Metaton have been swapped. Nice Cream Guy and Burger Pants have been swapped. Grillby and the normal Metaton, I think, have been swapped. Temmie and Flowey and Muffet. Wait. Muffet and oh. Actually, I don't know. Wait. As you can see, this is all the roles. Frisk swaps Chara. Yeah, I said most of these. Azrael swaps Monster Kid. Grillby with Muffet. Yep, I was right. Mad Dummy with Ruins Dummy. Bratty and Caddy swap with RG01 and RG02. Onion swaps with the bird that carries over you a disproportionately small gap. WD Gaster, the river person. Aaron is swapped with Shaven. Heat Slamesman is possibly swapped with Muffet's Bat, even though it is a joke in the community. There's not much in the gallery, but this is Sans, I guess. This is Alphys. Flowey Village. which is basically this tiny village. Some art of the genocide route. This is the official art earlier. I just want to say there's so much fan art of the Underswap Skeleton Brothers, and I feel like all the art just really gets the personality swap really good, as you can see. Not this one as much, but like if you just look around here, then you'll see stuff like little blueberry looking guy. Just chill. I mean, not chill. I keep forgetting. And what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna do a speed run and see how many I can do. If this gets views, I'll do thorough, good breakdowns on the other AUs. This is Dusttail. Yay! Um, basically, after a lot of genocides, Sans got tired of the humans killing everyone, and this is one of my favorites, by the way. This wiki page sucks, though. Um, and he decides to go on a genocide of his own, doing the resets and becoming strong. Wait, sorry, not doing the resets. He remembers like so many timelines, and he's so tired. He does everything in their power to stop him, and he decides to kill everyone, before the human comes, and he turns into something very, very interesting. Okay, we're speedrunning, so I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do a good explanation. This is Undertale, yay! Okay, so basically Undertale is exactly like Undertale, but you should just watch this. Yep, basically it's Undertale in space, and the personalities are the same, except they all have cool new stuff. Like they all look new, new designs, new music. It's cool. WD cast. Also, I don't know why, but for some reason, all the AUs love Ice Cream Guy and Burger Pants. So yeah, they have their own stuff too. Also, the Tem shop is the spaceship now. So yeah, that's cool. Okay, so this is Story Shift. Basically, Story Shift is a AU where all the characters are shifted around so they fill in different roles. Um, and they're not changing their personalities or species or anything, but it's like if they were in other boots, like other people's shoes, how would it go? And this is basically what it is, and it just shows the consequences of its like actions, and the tone is a bit darker, as it says here. Also, the profile for this is really cool. A flower named Boogie takes the empty run role, which is Flowey. Papyrus is the caretaker of the ruins. Alphys takes the recluse role. Chara takes the judge role, Azrael takes the ambitious role. Toriel takes the captain of the guards role. Asgore is the royal scientist. Undyne's the celebrity. Sans is the monarch, which, by the way, we should come back to Sans the monarch because he is interesting. Naphthalbrooke takes the soulless angel role, and Mettaton takes the fallen hero. So Frisk is Mettaton. So that's really cool. Old Home replaces the ruins. Frosted Fields replaces Snowdin. Floraville replaces Snowdin Town. A Pine Forest replaces Snowdin Forest. Wetland replaces Waterfall. The Furnace replaces Hotland. Dreamer Labs replaces the True Lab. The Mountain Soul replaces the Core. And New Hope replaces the New Home. Here's a little bit of art. This is Papyrus as Toriel. Alphys as the royal. Wait, I forgot who Alphys was. This is Chara. And this is Azrael. Okay, woo! It's story spin time. Story spin is a switch up AU, much like Story Shift, and it's built on the premise of Story Shift basically, but it's kind of like reversing them. Undyne takes Mettaton's place in Story Shift, so Mettaton takes Undyne's in Story Spin. Characters don't change their personality, and they still retain their original personalities from Undertale. Species are also left unchanged. Um, so basically, it's like Story Shift, but if stuff was messed around with again, it's like the Story Shift premise, like stuff is around, but um, it's like a different version of Story Shift basically. So Frisk is the protagonist. Um, Annoying Dog is the empty one, which is Flowey. Undyne is the caretaker. Azrael is the recluse. Asgore is the judge. Toriel is the ambitious. Mettaton is the captain of the guard. Naphthalbrooke is the royal scientist. Chara is the celebrity. Alphys is the monarch. And Papyrus is the soulless angel. And Sans is the fallen. This is also another logo. I give you Ocean Tail! Yay! Ocean Tail is an AU where everything takes place underwater rather than underground, and most characters are turned aquatic. It's literally just everyone is underwater. Frisk is a sailor who, I believe, sinked. Frisk is a young sailor who went on a trip near what the humans call the Deadly Oceans, but when they got there, there was an accident with some bullies who went on the trip too. Frisk fell in the ocean because the bullies got mad and attempted to drown Frisk in anger. But somehow, just before they drowned, a passage opened up. Frisk managed to find a small a small cave under the ocean. Um, yeah, so this is Frisk. I already showed her them, but I'll do it again. This is Naphthalbrooke. He has a human form, and he's usually a jellyfish thing. Okay, this is Sans, and I love this Sans a lot. He's kind of like a pirate, but his design is so good. It's really great. This is Papyrus, who I am pretty sure is a fellow pirate, but look how good his design is too. Like that cape and like the eye symbol, and then even if it's normal clothes, he has sword legs. It's so cool. Then this is Undyne. You could probably already guess she's a mermaid, and instead of a spear, well, she still has a spear, but it's kind of a bit like a trident. And she has a mermaid tail, of course, and more of a mermaid fit. This is Alphys, who is now an axolotl with a a shell as a necklace. This is Metaton, and his design for Ocean Tail is so great. He has his soul just in like a fish tube with fish swimming around. There's his like normal form, but it just like a black version too. It's the Neo. All the designs are super good. This is Muffet. She has like eels coming out of her, and she still has her what, 7 arms. But she's taken more of like kind of like a more usual fit than in Undertale. This is Grilby, and I don't even know how he's surviving down here. He's still fire, I'm pretty sure. Except he just kind of looks like a butler and is now like a watery version. So maybe he's made out of water or something. Gaster! This is the Ocean Tail version of Gaster. He, just like Sans and Papyrus, has an amazing coat with the same symbol. So I'm guessing they're probably on a ship together. Okay, speedrun the last few. This is Toriel. She's kind of like an aquatic dragon. So yeah, that's cool. This is Asgore. He has a tail. He's also a dragon, and his spear is slightly changed. This is Azrael, and this is God of Hyperdeath version. It looks really good, and he kind of looks like an abyssal monster. And this is the Gaster Blaster. It looks really, really cool. It's kind of like a not if like a Nautilus was a demon. This is TS Underswap by Team Switched. It is. I just want to express this is maybe one of the best AUs I have ever seen. It's Underswap, but a version. And let me just say this: whenever people have a take, they put like something before it, such as TS Underswap, Team Switched version of Underswap. And this is so good. It is so good, and they've spent so much time on it. It's an actual game, by the way. Please go on Game Jolt, download it, give it like a comment or review. It's so good. It is Underswap, but it's so much better. They don't swap personalities, but it expands on them, and the the roles are handled like very differently than from the traditional Underswap. For instance, many characters are present in their areas. Their counterparts are not in Undertale. So, as example, Burger Pant appears in Ruined Home, while Nice Cream Guy doesn't appear until Snowden in Undertale. And yeah, they locked in. I'm not reading this all, so just the important ones is Chara is the main person, because that's how it was in Underswap. Temmie is the empty one, and they did Temmie so good. He's like a he's like a monster. It's Asgore is the caretaker, which they also perfected. The inactive role is the Mad Dummy. That's cool. Metalot is the version of Metaton, and it's basically Metaton and Metaton and Napstablook combined. And it is just super good. Like, she performs live and stuff, unlike the real Napstablook, who is too, like, scared to go out and do stuff. But, yeah, there's a ton of roles. They made it really great. They also added characters such as Harry and Larry, Bertha Bloom, SGG Explosion, Spep, Coffin K, Flara, the Ruin Knights and the Greasers. There's location changes. The Ruins is replaced with Ruined Home. They have seasons also. The ruins homes also continued a variety of sublocations such as the sewers in the city of Old. Snowdin is replaced with the Starlit Isles, and it has Stardust Wood, Starstruck Village, Coffin Keep. Waterfall is replaced with Crystal Springs, Hotland, Boral Bluffs. Core is the Nexus. The new home is replaced with the City of New. And everything in this is so good. So please check this out. It's amazing. This is their design for Temmie. Temmie was here. This is kind of like some sprites for Temmie. This is sprites for the Asgore. With some features. This is Mad Dummy, who is a lot shenanigans. Metacrit. Wait, I thought it was Meta Lot. Okay, I guess it's Metacrit. Um, Drama, action, romance. Yeah. The sprites for her are really good. This is Burger Pant with supposed to be Burger Pants, but yeah. This is the Greasers. They're like a gang in a city. This is Papyrus. It's a new take on the original, and it's pretty good. And this one, Sans. I'm Sans is Skeleton. Nothing wrong with this, right? Well, if you've been part of the Undertale community, you know who this guy is. This is Crossbones. That's basically the true identity of Sans in this. Um, in TS Underswap, Sans is actually a superhero named Crossbones. He has his own comic series, published by Azrael, by the way, and he keeps watch over the Starlit Isles. So it's really cool. He has a uh, ketchup gun, a grappling hook. He has everything. This is Coffin K. He's Crossbones' arch enemy and an evil guy. That's small. Okay, yeah, this is some more designs, but they're early and they haven't been added to the game yet. But yeah, please go check out TS Underswap. It's really cool. Our last one of the day, our last AU will be an AU called Inverted Fate. Inverted Fate is an AU that takes place after a failed True Pacifist run. Azrael won the final battle and started to reset time, but he kind of lost control of his powers, resulting in the six main characters, or lost souls, swapping places but not personalities. This ends up creating a very different underground. The series was actually a comic in 2016 that it continued, but you should check that out. But I think this could probably explain some stuff. So yeah, basically Inverted Fate is a lot like Story Spin or Story Shift, where it's the six main characters only got like messed around. But this is Frisk, Papyrus was Undyne, and this is probably one of the best Papyruses in my opinion. This is Jara. Oh, this is Asgore and Toriel, I think. Yeah, this is Toriel. Naps the book just seems normal, I guess. And Sans, this is Sans. He is the vice captain of the Royal Guard and the chief of Snowden's Canine Unit. Undyne also has a bit of a royal scientist thing going on. And Alphys became the captain of the Royal Guard, and she got a bit of an armor upgrade. Metaton basically just became cooler. Metaton Neo became red, I guess. But they changed up the locations, made some miscellaneous changes. But there is actually a very big story to this. Like, this is really cool, and it's apparently some playable things. Like, it has its own website, invertedfate.com. So, yeah, this is, this is very fun to do, and I'm probably gonna do this a lot, like my little Undertale AU speedruns. Also, I might make a video on these. These look cool. So, yeah, this, um, this is really fun. So, if you like this, please like and subscribe. And I might have one thing for you before we go.
Howdy!
My head hurts.
Well, if I did what you did and fallen through a hole in the mountain, I'm sure my head would be killing me too.
Nah, that's not what it is, man. Got a massive headache, proper hungover.
Ow.
I guess I got really drunk and fell down this goddamn hole. And you're a talking flower. Am I still drunk or what?
No, of course not. I'm your new friend.
Okay. Just to get past any confusion.